Hello, everybody. It's Father Rich from St. Andrew's Episcopal Church. This is actually a virtual background. I'm not in the church building itself, and please forgive the unshaven face and the casual attire. Wow, we're living in some really crazy times, aren't we? You know, I can't help but think back to what our gospel was this past Sunday. And if you didn't happen to read it or hear about it at our morning prayer service, it was the story of the man born blind from John's gospel. And the story goes like this. The leaders of the Jewish people were asking questions about why the man was born blind. Was it his sin or the sin of his parents that caused him to be blind from birth? Jesus is totally clear that it's not due to anybody's sin, and the man is not being punished by God. And in fact, even goes a step further and says, actually, God is glorified somehow through the man's experience of his disability. I think that has a lot to say for us who are living in these crazy times of isolation and sheltering in place, staying at home and staying healthy, a time of separation from one another, of doing church in different ways, of doing commerce and our business. What the message is for us is that God is not punishing us by sending us a virus. God does not punish God's people for their sins in this type of way. It was clear in the Old Testament, it's clear in the New Testament. Jesus makes it abundantly clear. We are not being punished. So today, I just wanted you to think about that. And as we get closer to Holy Week, what we're really going to do is embrace all of our suffering and the suffering of our world and offer it to God and ask God to transform it by God's grace into some sort of resurrection experience, some sort of new life. I mean, I hear from people every day, they don't like being isolated in their homes, but they do enjoy playing board games with their family. They don't like not being able to leave to do fun things, but they do enjoy eating together for a change. Also, people need to be quite intentional about the way they connect with one another. And I've heard that some people have had tremendously deep, comforting, and high quality connections with others. So I wanted you to know that I'm thinking of you, I'm praying for you. I feel particularly grieved being separated from you right now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with the people of our parish, who is really struggling, who may be ill. Please let me know if you're so inclined. And then also, in this email, we offer you some midweek services for you to click on and pray. Mother Danae offers noonday prayer, and Carla Kuhn, one of our lay worship leaders, offers evening prayer that you can listen to or join along however you might like. Also, our next log, our monthly or bi-weekly newsletter, will be going out next Thursday. And what we'd like to do is invite our parishioners to write their own reflections upon what this experience has been like for them. Some reflections of what it's like being at home, what it's like living with anxiety and fear, maybe what it's like to be a kid who's not going to school at the moment, what it's like for a person to be in a high-risk category. Please send us your reflections and send it to Margot Rogers. Her email is enclosed in this email that we are sending to you today. Please send your reflections by Monday. Today is Wednesday. By this next Monday, if you can send it to Margot, she will take a look at it, edit things, and try to put it in our next log so that you can hear how other parishioners are doing, and that maybe, like we do in AA, you can share your experience, your strength, and your hope during these cuckoo times. Know of my prayers for you and the prayers of my household. Know that God is with you, that Jesus loves you, and that Jesus, insofar as he was human, knows what it's like to live in a world filled with disease and viruses and shortcomings. But we know that Jesus is with us and that God will deliver us from this crisis. I wish you much healing, peace, and serenity.